Today what I got for you is a Pearl grandfather clock, triple chime. So first, I'm gonna open the clock up. This lock is busted, or it's just, this thing is so stripped that it doesn't click, but the lock itself is working just fine. Now this is a key that you don't see every day. That's kind of rare. As you can see, you got the pendulum, very nice. And the weights all ran on cables that you wind up. I did a video on this last week. I used the crank to wind it up. You just stick it in and wind it up like that. And here I got the instruction manual. Let me show you that. Pearl grandfather clocks, owner's manual and instructions for cable and changeover movements. Pearl Enterprises Inc. 3790 Knight Road, Memphis, Tennessee. Unpacking your clock. Placement of clock. Installation. Setting the clock and synchronizing the chimes. Adjusting time for the clock. Models with moon dials. This one has a moon dial. Although it is not working, it's out of alignment. But that's all that's wrong with it. Parts replacement list. Sorry for that, it's about to thunder out there. And maybe that's a model to something. It appears to be made in September of 1984. And it also shows that in there. You can see it. That's all that is. Next, I'll show you the moon dial. So you can see the globe, like North America, the oceans, Africa, Europe, and Asia. And this tells the moon, so there's 29.5 days. Tells the moon phase. And you can see there's like an old sawmill and the moon, and then there's the clipper ship. As you can see, it's not really connected to anything, although I could fix that if I wanted to. And here's the dial. It looks really nice. And you got your chime selectors. So you got silent, Whittington, St. Michael, Westminster, and you just to any chime you want. And then this shows who repaired it last, the Clock Depot. Which, speaking of which, I got this clock 5 years ago at an auction for $130, which I think is amazing. The clock did not work when we got it at first, but all it took was some oil and it just took off. And the gear was out of alignment last week, or the chime barrel, but now that's fixed. There's the movement. I'll show you that next when I get the chimes going. This is the side panel, so you just take these off. They're a little difficult sometimes. And there's the movement. A Hermle movement, made in Germany. See this moon dial? I don't think the gears are really connected to the movement, so they're not connected to the moon dial. Sorry if you couldn't really see that, but as you can see, everything's working in there. There's the chime rods. A little rusty. Let me show you how this moves. So that's how that chime barrel works. I'll show you the other side. I'll try to read that. Hermle Black Forest clocks. I can't really read the number. Anyway, I'm going to show you the chimes. All right, here we go. Whittington chime. That barrel could be adjusted a little bit, but it still does the chime like it should. Chimes pretty fast. St. Michael chime. Westminster chime. And that's the chimes. Time to button her up. This one might be a little difficult, so bear with me. Okay, that was actually easier than I thought it would be. So now I'm gonna set it to the correct time. So all you have to do is set it on silent, and you can just go through as many hours as you need to. Okay, I think that's about the right time. I'm actually gonna wind the clock up again, so you just and it'll correct itself. This clock will. Just put that down in there and then close her up. And this is what it looks like from far away. It's kind of in here just for storage. And there's this clock. You may remember this one. But yeah, that's about it for this video and this clock. I'm glad I could do a video on this one. Goodbye.